Hey, what's up? This is D-Hood from D-Hood Gaming, and this will be devlog number 6. So this will likely be the last devlog I make before the actual release of the game takes place, which will be for PlayStation and PC on November 28th. Unfortunately, I do have some bad news. I will not be able to publish to Xbox anytime soon. I don't really have a date or a for sure on if I'll publish to Xbox, just because right now I'm stuck with a UWP framework, which is what I'm able to use to publish to consoles, but it's increasing in deprecation and it's just limiting on consoles. So I have my hands tied and I'm not really able to utilize really the full power or utilize consoles on Xbox that well. So unfortunately, I just have to phase it out at this point. I'm trying other avenues right now, trying to get on the ID program, but I just wouldn't expect much at this point. Outside of Xbox, PlayStation and PC are still good to go. There's no issues there. I do have working builds on both of those platforms, so those platforms shouldn't run into any issues. Now, in regards to the game itself, I am working on quite a few additions, as well as some adjustments. At this point, I'm focused on the full game, so this likely won't be reflected in the demos. First off, there's been a new item introduced, which is armor plating. Armor plating is another upgrade type for vehicles, which will affect the armor/health rating of the vehicle. There will also be quite a bit of unlockable items throughout the game as you progress, which will trigger when completing all levels within an area. This can range from new vehicles to new items to new upgrades. Additionally, I adjusted the inventory system a bit. Before, when selecting your items to choose going into an experiment, you would only be able to take out items for your character inventory. But now, if a vehicle is selected, the trunk space of that vehicle will be added to the max amount you can take out. For instance, your character has a max amount of 3 items you can take out, but your vehicle may have 4 inventory slots in its trunk space. Therefore, you would be able to take out 7 items for the experiment. Also, vehicle trunk spaces have been adjusted depending on the vehicle type. As an example, a truck may have a larger inventory with say 8 slots, as opposed to a smaller vehicle that could only have 4. Alright, let's do a quick rapid fire. I adjusted the map device to avoid clipping through things like walls or steering wheels. The default inputs for keyboard have been adjusted a bit. Previously X was the action button, which is now E, and the dive button has been switched to control. Regardless, input bindings are there in case you want to change it up, and I did add an action binding option as well. In the full game, you'll start with 1,000 resource points at first, a reduction from the demo, but the resource accumulation during experiments has essentially doubled and can increase based off of anomaly activity. When buying upgrades, more complex ones will unlock documents on what an upgrade does and go more in depth on how it functions. And the rest is more changes around story elements and collectibles, but I won't be getting into those here specifically. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got for this one. Getting closer to the release date, so just one more month. Got a lot planned after the fact too, so I will be posting about future updates and what's coming later down the road. Until next time, D-Hood out.